Morning, everybody. I'm standing here with the Sitole family, and we see them in their Sunday best, which is wonderful. I'm standing here with mixed feelings. On the one hand, I'm sad because their term at Christchurch Midrand is coming to an end. On the other hand, I'm glad and excited because, of course, they remain honorary members of the family. And they've got a very, very exciting ministry prospect ahead of them, which we will be talking about in just a moment. Panganai, welcome to you this morning. Why don't you, not everyone here will understand, you've been with us since 2018. People, I'm sure, have seen your face and seen you around the place, but not everybody will understand the kinds of ministries you've been involved in. So just remind us the scope of your ministry while you've been with us.
Good morning, church. Like what Raiden said, I've been here since 2018, and when I came, I went straight into student ministry. So I've been with students at Pearson Institute, but also at a later stage, I got involved with the pastoral care team. So I've been with that team to date, up until to date. Yeah.
So that's quite a range of ministry exposure. And I'm sure over the course of 3 years, you've seen the hand of the Lord at work. You've seen His goodness. You've seen His favor towards those you've been ministering to. Why don't you just share some of that experience with us?
Sure, thanks. So I think there are two particular examples or instances that I just want to point out. The first one is with the students. So when I started, there were some students who were actually on the fringes of our student ministry. But right now, when I look at them, they are actually in the thick and thin of things, and it has been amazing and encouraging to see how the Lord has worked in their hearts to change them from the inside and out. And also with my involvement with the pastoral care team, I think what has been really outstanding for me is to see how God has been at work through the opening of His Word as people are going through difficult times as we visit them. Then their hope is actually rejuvenated as they listen to God's Word being shared to them. So those two things has been quite encouraging to me, and I hope to the team as well, which is Raphael and Martha, which I would dearly miss.
And encouraging for us to hear about that as well. Now, I mentioned a little bit earlier, exciting plans. I'm sure the family want to know what lies next for the Sitoles.
Yeah, exciting plans. So we are moving back to Zimbabwe, but this time around, not to Harare, but to Bulawayo. And we will be involved with a new church plant called Living Hope Church. So I'll be working alongside Mitch Spence, who is the lead pastor there. And Living Hope Church is just a road across the National University of Science and Technology, which is NUST. So one of the things that I'll be involved in is student work. So I'll be responsible for the maturity side of things in terms of the church and the student ministry. So I'll be doing your trainings, Bible studies, and life groups. So I'm really excited to be part and parcel of that team that is growing gospel work in Zim. I'm looking forward to that.
And it's a wonderful split between local church and then reaching out to students as well. So it is, as we've been saying, it's very, very exciting. I'm not sure that all of us appreciate just how complicated it is to get a family across the border to Bulawayo during COVID. Complicated at the best of times, but I'm sure that that's one area where we can be praying for you guys, praying for traveling mercies, praying for Tariro as she deals with the girls and tries to keep the family together. It's complicated. We need to be praying for that, but I'm sure there are other things, deep concerns and pressing needs that we can be praying for. Please share with us so that we can partner with you in that way.
Sure. Thanks so much for that, Raiden. But just before I share, if I collapse, it's not because of a particular disease. I think it will be some kind of stress. So you better be praying for me and for the rest of the family, like what Raiden said. It's quite stressful traveling with goods and with family during this COVID time. But I'm so thankful. I've been receiving a lot of support from the church. And I hope the Lord will actually help us. In terms of prayer points, we are going to Bulawayo on a support raising basis. So we are still at that stage whereby we are raising our support. So we are trusting the Lord to raise men and women who can support gospel work, who can partner with us rather as we do gospel work in Bulawayo. So we would dearly value your prayers alongside that. And as you can see, you need to pray for me. So when I was chatting to the girls, when we were talking about going back to Zim, one of the agreement actually that we agreed on was that they said we are happy to move back to Zim on the condition that you will periodically take us back here to South Africa, particularly to the Mall of Africa. And when girls says occasionally, you know what it means. It may mean every month. So pray for me. Thank you so much.
We'll pray that the Mall of Africa opens a franchise in Bulawayo.
Sure.
I'm going to pray for you guys in just a moment. Folks, Panganai and Tariro and the girls will be around afterwards. I'm sure you'd love to come and greet them and wish them well before they head off.